Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is a quick video for the 2023 election, so we have a few things going on here. First off, Louisiana, Kentucky, and Mississippi have elections. They do it on an off year. In this particular case, 1 year before the presidential election. So we go over those governor's elections. The rest isn't really that particularly exciting because most of them are Republicans that are just going to be safe victories down ballot. The only things that are going to be interesting is the governor's elections. Then we have mayor elections, not really important. The one thing that is important is the Supreme Court election in Wisconsin, and that is in April. So I can do a quick discussion regarding that, but that's not really important. First off, Kentucky. So we have Andy Beshear, incumbent. He's going up against essentially what is going to be, it looks like, Daniel Cameron. Trump endorsement, so pretty obvious he's going to be the nominee. So at this point, don't really want to put a pin on it. I'm just going to say we'll keep it at a toss-up at the moment, depending on how the campaigning is going to go. So that's 1. 2, Louisiana. This is a jungle primary system. Basically, everyone gets tossed in the same pool. If someone gets 50% of the vote, that is the winner. If there is no direct winner, then there is a runoff election with 2 candidates, the top 2 ones. So, Democrats, they put their eggs with Sean Wilson. He is endorsed by Bell Edwards. And Jeff Landry is the Republican frontrunner. He is the current Attorney General. I'm going to go on a limb and say it's a safe victory for Landry. So that's number 2. And then we have Mississippi. Democrats have coordinated Brandon Presley. And Republicans, well, it's a three-way race between Witcher, Hardigree, and Reeves. So this one can be a little contentious, so this one has a chance of flipping. I'm just going to go out and say it's a toss-up at the moment, purely depending on how the campaign season goes. Reeves isn't that strong of a Republican, and Brandon Presley is a bit of a stronger Democrat. So we got those 3, and that's basically all we need to take into account. When it comes to Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, Daniel Kelly against Janet whatever, not good with Polish. So essentially what we have here is nothing more than a partisan shit show. Let's just keep it at that. Your standard Democrat versus Republican race, with the Republican being kind of a neocon, and a Democrat being one of those extreme pro-abortion guys. And in this particular case, I think Janet made statements regarding the abortion principle that she wanted it to be legal even up to the moment of birth, which is something that the Wisconsinites don't like in general. So for the rest, the balance of power in the Supreme Court is 4-3 Republicans. So if this one flips, it becomes Democrat. And with that particular case, I'll bring you to 270 to win shortly, and I'll show you why that is a particular striking problem in the case Republicans lose this one. Pennsylvania, it is a little more, I think it's a direct election. It's not really special elections. Yeah, it's just a ballot, so 1 Republican and 1 Democrat, and then figure out who wins. So it's not like Wisconsin where you are forced to run as a nonpartisan. So there's a little difference between the two elections. So now we go to this beautiful map. Let's just clear it. So what happens? In the case that Wisconsin goes, we can just keep these in. Note, these aren't the margins, it's just what is expected of the electoral outcome. So we have this with the shitty redistricting. So let's say Wisconsin goes. Well, there is a president right now within the state which states that regarding elections, so ballot collections and that kind of stuff, you can't do that more than 2 weeks before the election. So what's going to happen in the case the Democrats win, they're going to overthrow the president, meaning that there's going to be election quarter, election year, basically. Where throughout the year you can collect votes for whichever presidential candidate. So if that is the case, we'll find Wisconsin, Michigan and Pennsylvania, they flip. So what happens here? Minnesota is technically also a safe one, and I think New Hampshire is safe. So at this particular point, if Wisconsin goes, there is no path to victory for the Republicans. For the presidential election, this cycle, next presidential election, so 2032 may be the first chance the Republicans have a chance of victory. That's just how it's going to be. However, if Republicans do have a chance of victory, they'll find that they need Georgia, Arizona, and Wisconsin to win. And Nevada is not relevant for either one of them. Now, I don't see New Hampshire ever going Republican again, because it became with expats from New York and Massachusetts, it became the Democrat state it is today. No more voting for anti-war Republicans, that doesn't happen anymore. So New Hampshire's gone. So this is basically how the election is going to look like in the case that Wisconsin Supreme Court goes Democrat. Quick update, I think 7 minutes. Pretty good. Thank you kindly for watching. See you next time. Cheers.